With the GATE 2026 just a few months away, I'm actually going to talk to you about something that is very generic but is very necessary. We're going to be looking at a few preparation tips. How do we get ready for the GATE exam? The first step that I would give to anybody preparing for GATE is the syllabus weightage. Okay, so we cover architecture, planning, building construction, environmental studies, history, urban design, urban planning, and all of the other allied subjects. So your technical part is about 60%, which is the common part. Your specialization, your architecture or your planning section is about 25%, and your common aptitude section is about 15% of your final paper. But I would say break down the 60 plus 25 into your subjects and understand which unit covers more weightage, which preparation will actually put you on a foot front. Okay, focus a little more on the high weightage areas, and if possible, make a syllabus to weightage chart. So allow time that way. The other way that you can also arrange is based on how thorough you are in that particular unit. If your unit or if a particular section is very easy for you, then maybe you'd use a little lesser time. And if you need to build up a little more confidence, or if you're worrying about finishing your timelines with respect to the syllabus, then you could actually finish those units first. If not, I would suggest you concentrate on the harder units or in the units that take a lot more time to finish, so that your easier units will be done in no time, towards the later half of your preparation schedule. The second is to strengthen your fundamentals. There's certain basic concepts that we often forget to revise. Things that you have already studied for your NATA or for your B.Arch. Take a look at all of the building materials, your structures, climatology, architectural history. Understand all of the planning theories, surveys, standards that come under URDPFI guidelines, ISI codes. And then take a look at NCRT geography also. It's easy and it helps you for the basics of the environmental settlement part. The most important tip that I would give to anybody preparing for GATE is this. Okay, so this is my number one tip technically. Practice previous year papers. I mean, 10 years is a good amount of question papers that you'd have solved, just to get hold of the kind of questions that are being asked, the amount of depth that you'll have to go into each topic from. If it is possible, I would suggest start off with like say 20 years of papers first, and then go into the concepts. If not, if you really think you should revise all of the concepts first and then go into the GATE question papers, that works also. But as and when you do all of these units, maybe you can take a look at the kind of questions that are being asked parallelly. So choose whichever method suits you, but do not skip this part. Revise whatever GATE questions you can. It will actually help you a lot in the actual exam. And you'll also know the pattern of questions being asked. You will know what is what and how much time it might take you to solve that particular question. The other thing that I would suggest is to practical the numerical type of questions. Okay, because in your GATE exams your numericals do not really have negative marks. It's a good idea to attempt all of it. So if you're able to solve all of the numerical questions, then that's a great addition to your score. Identify whatever is repeating in all across all of the papers, and focus a little more on that also. Then make short notes and diagrams. So whenever you're learning architectural planning principles, it's very easy if you remember it through an image. Okay, so your ability to remember is better when it's an image. So if you can sketch it out, or if you can make notes in such a way to like make an acronym that's very weird or very easy to remember for you, so that it's easy. So the moment you think of a concept, think of like a shorter abbreviation that you can write it down and say, okay, these are the 5 principles, or these are the 7 types of this, etc. Okay, and diagrams usually help. You'll be able to remember it easily in the main exam. And usually what I suggest during my classes is also to keep a formula sheet ready. Okay, so the last minute revisions, it helps a lot with it. So as and when you're doing the particular chapter, write down the formulas that come under it, and then you can go ahead. Okay. For your time management, or to better your time management, You have, say, 3 hours, and you have 65 questions. So you should attempt solving all of this, okay? So solve your mock tests in exam time in that kind of a scenario. Balance your time between the three sections of, core, uh, architecture, planning, aptitude, and your common part. The last is consistency, clarity, and calm. What I would suggest is that you actually, stay consistent to your schedule. If you're spending 1 hour a day for the rest of the preparation time, that's good enough. If you're able to allot more time, that's great. Clear your concepts and understand the basics correctly, because it's not a repetitive question that you'll be seeing. There's a very, very low chance of the question that you're practicing coming in the actual paper. Okay, but a similar type would, be very commonly visible. And revise smartly. So, like I said, all of these calculations, etc., something that you can do. Your formula sheets, your diagrams, all of these are smart revision techniques. And something that worked very well for me when I cleared my GATE exam was presence of mind. So when you attempt your paper, okay, no matter how much of syllabus you've covered, how many question papers you've practiced, all that matters on that day of the exam is how clear are you able to view the question, how with clarity you're able to understand or comprehend what is written in the question. Because a lot of times gate questions are also given to confuse you. Your options will ideally confuse you even further. There's a lot of wordplay that's involved, so thinking with clarity during the exam will be of great help. I would suggest when you attempt the exam, go through the entire question paper. Whatever you're able to answer, right at the moment, then go ahead, answer it. And whatever you're not able to answer or you're slightly doubtful of, I would put it off until the end. And what are the sections you think you can solve really quickly? So certain people, certain section of people are very fluent with the aptitude section. So they usually solve it faster at the starting so that they have more time on their hands for the remaining section. So choose that based on, say, mock tests, based on time management, whatever you think will suit you best. But this is something that I would also recommend. Presence of mind is very necessary during the exam. Okay, so all the best in preparation, and I'm sure you're all going to do great in your GATE exam.